For City Lights on Novus TV, I'm Shylo Sharity. We are here at the Vancouver Aquarium for the 16th annual Divers Weekend. Let's go check it out. I'm standing here with Bryce. He is a part of the Heritage Hard Hat Diving. Tell us a bit about what you did today, what people can expect to see, and your experience with that.
Yeah, well, I got in an old Mark V Navy dive gear, and it's heavy old brass gear, and I jumped in a shark tank and did a little dive demonstration, and I didn't get eaten, so that was good.
How heavy is this equipment that you're wearing?
It's about 180 pounds altogether. We weigh about 20 pounds in the water, so it's 180 pounds on land and about 20 pounds in the water of gear. So my boots that you'll see me wearing were 20 pounds a piece, so there's 40 pounds, 20 pounds on each foot. And that's direct weight, and then my suit's kind of filled with a little bit of air, so it lightens me up a bit, and I can walk on the ground. So kind of like walking on the moon, but I'm in water.
Right. Bryce, how did you get involved with hard hat diving? Do you do other types of diving?
I do. I'm a commercial diver, and I also do port inspection work for security inspections for port authorities here in the province. And I got into old gear diving the old gear actually in Florida. By a gentleman by the name of Rick Sarkowski, who is kind of a diving pioneer, and I dove one of his old Navy hats and came back here and found some guys who had some gear kicking around and kind of got it all started up. So.
Can you tell us a bit about the gear, how it all goes together, what are all the nuts and bolts, and how it all keeps you safe?
Well, you're kind of putting me on the spot and testing my historical knowledge here, but the concept of hard hat diving and the gear you would have seen in the water today is about 200 years old-ish. And the technology in that gear hasn't really changed in that 200 years. So it's very, very simple. It's a hose that's hooked up to an air valve that you can adjust, and it goes directly into the helmet. I'm in a dry suit, but the helmet's sealed to the suit, so the air is flowing throughout everything, unlike your scuba gear that you have today where you're sealed separately and you have a regulator in your mouth. This is just a live feed air flowing into the helmet all the time.
I'm here with Gay, and she just watched the vintage hard hat diving demo. Tell us a bit about it and what you thought about this awesome event.
It was just a really cool experience to see something that was happened like a while ago. You see all the new technology these days, and you see something olden day. It was really quite cool. It's like, it almost looked space age because it was so old. So it's kind of in reverse. I remember watching movies when I was a kid with the old diving equipment on, and you could see it in the movie here. It was pretty exciting.
It was amazing to see the diver go down with about 300 pounds between his own weight and what he was wearing, and it was really sort of amazing to see something like that. And
it was interesting how he was not afraid of any of the animals there. They kind of stayed away from him, and he was having a good time, dancing around and clowning around.
I'm with Oscar, and he is from the Heritage Hard Hat Divers. Tell us a bit about what the Heritage Hard Hat Divers is.
Well, Heritage Hard Hat Divers is a group of ex-military and ex-civilian commercial divers, as well as diving enthusiasts from Washington State and California. And we decided to put together a group called Heritage Hard Hat Divers, and a bunch of us owns various vintage pieces of heavy gear equipment. And so we try to get together once a year to dive the vintage helmets and just get together as camaraderie and tell a lot of stories.
So all these helmets were developed in the 1820s. The first really good working helmets were about 1827, 1828. So over that course of time, they've got better and better and better. But the technology of the 1820s was pretty sound.
Tom, give us an overview about this equipment, the safety features.
Down here we have some what they call chafing pants. Construction divers would have to build what they call a cofferdam, which is a whole bunch of sandbags, sometimes filled with concrete or sometimes just gravel. So they would put these chafing pants over top of their suits to protect their knees. All these boots here are all different weights. This is a British boot. These are American Morse boots. You see the bottom of these have brass soles, which is unusual, but it makes them lighter weight. The ones down here, lead soles, which are much heavier. You see these ones are well worn out. This little gizmo up here is where your telephone communication would be. Moving along here, this is what they would call a spit cock. And that's got two purposes. You can flip that up and it lets the air out of your suit in a real hurry. So the spit cock again it's got another use. You can put your lips up against that on the inside of the helmet, and you can flip it up and you can suck in a little bit of water. And then you shut it again. You got this water in your mouth, and then you spit it all over the face shield. And what that does is it defogs your face shield.
Thanks so much for watching. For more information on the Divers Weekend as well as many other exhibits, be sure to check out their website at www.vanaqua.org. I'm Shylo Sharity, and this is City Lights on Novus TV.